A long time ago, idol worshipping was the only religion in Amisi. Christianity was highly unwelcome. On 2 occasions, Christianity has tried to make its way into the community, but it was unsuccessful. The people of Amisi did not like or welcome the thought that a foreign god was going to compete or take over Amadioha, the god of their forefathers. So, they refused and rejected the religion. The preacher who had traveled from the city to start up the church was attacked. He miraculously escaped, but the church building was burnt down. The second preacher, who came a year later, was not so lucky. He lost his life in the process. That was a very sad day for Chioma. Chioma was an 18-year-old orphan who had lost both her parents to a strange illness, which, by the way, Amadioha, the so-called deity, could not cure. After her father died and her mother took ill, she had questioned the potency of Amadioha's power. Nne, kedu ife mee na Amadioha akara ọgwọ gị? Kedu ife mee Amadioha ji gbachi nkịtị papa nwụọ? Ka ọ bụ na Amadioha anyị na-efe bụ chi nwụrụ anwụ? She had asked her mother. Nwa m o, amaro m, her mother had replied in tears. After her mom died, she had lost all hope or faith in Amadioha. She had concluded that Amadioha was, after all, chi nwụrụ anwụ. So, when the first preacher had come and spoken about Jesus, about the love of a God who could give his only son to die for her sins, Chioma had been curious to know more about that God. But that opportunity had been taken away when the little hut Preacher John had constructed for fellowship had been burnt down by the youths of Amisi. After Preacher John escaped, Chioma had continued to read the Bible the preacher had given to her. But a lot of what she read made little or no sense to her. She needed help to understand. She had prayed according to how she had been taught, and she had asked God to send her help. A year later, Preacher Peter had come to Amisi to spread the gospel. So I can just open my mouth and pray, ask this God for anything, without going to his shrine or offer sacrifice, and this God will just answer and grant my request? She had asked Preacher Peter. Yes, he had answered. You don't need to go to any shrine to see him. He lives in your heart. That answer had brought a smile to Chioma's face and the kind of warmth and peace that she had never experienced before. That was the day Chioma gave her life to Christ and also got baptized in the village stream. Preacher Peter had taught Chioma a good portion of the Bible and answered most of her questions. Chioma and 5 other people in the village who also believed and accepted the gospel of Jesus Christ attended the small fellowship Preacher Peter had started. But unfortunately, that was short-lived too, when the church building was burnt down and Preacher Peter was killed. Chioma had become very angry with God. She couldn't understand why God would let that happen twice. She fled to Isiala, the neighboring